So the second day of the 5 day celebration of Diwali is called Narak Chaturdashi or Kali Chaudas. And this day celebrates the victory of Lord Shri Krishna over the demon Naraksura. And this is on the Krishna Paksha Chaturdashi of the month of Kartika, and as we know it is called Narak Chaturdashi in that context. And there is a story behind this as well, is that it is associated with this demon called Naraksura. Who was this person? This Asura or the demon was also known as Bhaumasura, who was the son of Dharitri, the earth goddess, and the Lord himself. But he became a demon due to the bad association with another demon called Bana. And this demon influenced in such a negative way through this company of his that he became such a demon, a very bad person, who managed to kidnap many daughters of the great kings. It is said that he kidnapped 16,100 of these young maidens and kept them imprisoned in his own palace. And this Naraksura, a demon who wanted to get things for himself through bad means, and being so selfish and being so egoistic, he wanted to get all these things for himself. So wherever he saw something, he would say, "No, I want this for myself." And then he heard that Indra, the king of the Devas, had thousands of divine elephants in his army. So now Naraksura said, "No, this is what I want as well. I'm going to go and get it." And he was greedy. He wanted all these things for himself, and he wanted to possess all these things. This greediness of Naraksura is really what comes to our mind when we think about this story, is that this greediness can make us to become like this Naraksura, the demon, because we keep on chasing things and wanting this for ourselves, and people can use all different means of getting all these kind of things. So he himself wanted these thousands of divine elephants, and he decided, okay, I want this, so I'm going to go and attack the heavens and get hold of these elephants for myself. And then he goes on to steal Lord Varuna's umbrella and Mother Aditi's earrings and the Mani Parvata as well. And all these things is because he wanted all these things for himself. And then he was getting all these things, and Lord Indra himself feeling humiliated as all these losses, and even worse that Mother Aditi's earrings were taken by this demon, and she was kind of assaulted in this way. Lord Indra wanted to get rid of this demon, and knew that there was only one person who could match the power of this demon called Narakasura, and it was of course Lord Krishna. So Indra went to Dwarka and describes this demon's activities, what he has been doing all along, kidnapping all these women, taking all these elephants, Lord Varuna's umbrella as well, and Aditi's earrings and so on. So describes all these things to Lord Krishna, and Krishna was of course in the company of Satyabhama, wife, and they became so Satyabhama became very angry at what Naraksura has been doing, and if he was laying hands on Mother Aditi's earrings and stealing them, then of course Satyabhama became very angry, and he says, we must destroy this Narakasura. So Satyabhama said, "I will come with you." She told Lord Krishna, "I will come with you. I want to come with you so that I can destroy this demon, because I'm really annoyed with him." So Krishna, of course, said, "Okay, you can come with me to the battlefield." So together with Satyabhama, the Lord himself mounted his carrier Garuda and travelled to the capital of Narakasura's kingdom. And just before he goes on to destroy Narakasura, just outside, the demon Mura was there, and he fought with Lord Krishna because he didn't want him to enter into the city. So he fought with Mura's 7 sons, Mura himself, and sent them all into the abode of death. After which Narakasura himself entered the battlefield on the back of one of those elephants which he has stolen. So that's why Lord Krishna is also known as Murari. Murari. Murari means that he is the one who destroyed this demon called Mura. So when Narakasura came into the battlefield, he threw his spear, the Shakti lance, at Lord Krishna. But the weapon, of course, didn't prove effective. Anybody else, he would have, immediately killed it. So the Lord cut the demon's entire army, destroyed it. And finally, Lord's Sudarshan Chakra, the sharp-edged disc of Lord Sri Krishna, Vishnu's Sudarshan Chakra, he sent it off and cut off Narakasura's head. It is said that, when the demon was dying, he asked Lord Sri Krishna for a boon. So some stories say it was Satyabhama. He asked for this boon. And of course we'll find many different variations of this story, but we need to look at the essence of these stories. And he said, look, on this day, if one takes an auspicious bath, purifies himself in the body, and also purifies himself in the mind with chanting and focusing on the spiritual aspects of one's life, and do various different charities and donations and all these kind of things which will purify the mind and take away all this greed which people tend to have. And this kind of purification will then let them not suffer. So he was asking this boon from Lord Krishna: if people purify themselves in their bodies, in their hearts, in their minds, then they will not suffer any kind of going to hell. So this is what now Lord Sri Krishna granted him this boon. He says, yeah, okay, let anybody on this particular day, if they do these purifications, then they will not be having this suffering in their lives, and also suffering later on. So this day, the second day of the 5-day festival of Diwali, is really meant for what? And as I was saying, that it includes all these different dimensions. So the first dimension was about the physical aspects of the wealth, which was Dhanteras. And wealth, of course, means not only physical wealth, and we are talking about all different kinds of wealth which we want in our lives, so that we can have this wealth to support our journey in this life, and therefore we can do dharma, artha, kama, moksha. All these are possible for us by having all these things in our life. In this case, the second day is about getting rid of our negative tendencies, our negative selfish desires, our negative energies, these tamasic energies, by this purification process in the body and the mind, and also lighting lots of lamps, because this Narakasura also represents these tamasic dark energies, and we want to get rid of those dark energies, and therefore not only purifying ourselves in various different ways, but also lighting the lamps so that we can get rid of this darkness from our lives, from our places, from ourselves as well, from our minds and our heart. And of course, this doesn't mean that we just do it once a year. This is a reaffirmation that yes, this is important in my life, and I've got to keep on doing that, and to reaffirm my spiritual purpose on this journey of life, and therefore I should be doing this on a daily basis. That's why we do these pujas and various different things on a daily basis, just to reaffirm that this is part and parcel of my spiritual journey, and therefore this inner purification, getting rid of all my negativities, is this second day of Diwali, which is a celebration of getting rid of all these negative energies and these negative desires and our negative attachments in our lives. And it is a great celebration of being able to do that.